What's up, y'all? It's Tuesday. It is definitely our day. So, welcome to FM Consultant TV show. Today, I don't got no guests because I wanted to come to you guys and talk about something that's so important as an entrepreneur. And I know that we talk about this a lot, but I wanted to come on here today and talk about business formation. It's something that a lot of people don't talk about, and it's important in a lot of different ways when you have a business. And looking at these things and looking at this formation that I'm seeing, a lot of people not ready to be entrepreneurs. You got to think to yourself, is this a hobby or am I an entrepreneur? Those are two things that you really want to think about. So tonight's show, I wanted to come on here and talk. That's what I wanted my topic. You can ask questions. You can ask any of these things. But it's going to get raw and it's going to get real. And y'all know that's what I'm all about. I want to see everybody grow. But in order to see you grow, you got to follow these steps. I tell everybody, getting a coach, getting somebody that can mentor you that with is within it. But it first starts with you with formation. So tonight we're definitely going to get down with formation. So I didn't want to hold this tonight with having people to come on and talk. I wanted to talk about business formation and how important it is to your brand. Now, let's get down. If you are here tonight, drop a hello. It's free to say hello. Share it with your friends because business formation is something that a lot of people don't look at. So tonight, I'm going to talk about it. So let's get it started. One of the first things I know that when I became an entrepreneur, something that I had to deal with is go get you an LLC. Not knowing the things that I know now, I wish I would have known then. I've had a number of LLCs, successful ones now. But before, I didn't know anything. So when you don't know anything about being an entrepreneur, you just go into it and you get an LLC, not knowing what you're getting yourself into by having that LLC. So I had to realize when people was telling me like, go get you an LLC, just go get it. And I went to go do that. But when I went to go do it, it didn't work out in my favor the way I wanted it to work. And I was clueless. I was just getting the LLC without doing a name search. I've had LLCs that I've gotten and I've picked names for it. And when I went to go pick a name, somebody had already taken that name, which became a problem because what did I have to do? I had to go back and do it. Then when I was getting LLCs, when I first started doing it before I became a consultant, I was paying other organizations to actually get my business started. So I'm spending $1,000 with something that I could have did myself. So before you go paying an organization and you need help, get a consultant to help you. It doesn't, a lot of consultants don't charge that much. I'm one. If you need help with getting it structured the correct way. But when you're starting a business, this is the way that it should be started. You should be starting something with first the name search. So when you're getting the name search done, it starts with searching. Do your research. Then you got to think about it. Is this business something that I want to grow with, or is this business just for a hobby? Most of the time we go in business because we see other people going into and doing the same business that we do. But at the end of the day, did I do my research behind it? If it's a passion of yours, you shouldn't have to do any research. But if it's not a passion and you're just doing it just to see if you like it, do some research, but get it registered. I tell anybody, get your business registered because you don't know what could happen. If you service based and it's something that you're offering a service for, get yourself legalized. because a lot of people don't know, what could happen. What's the backlash that could happen to me if I don't have an LLC? It's a lot behind those things. I'm a 100% person that something happened to me and I had an LLC. I wasn't protected. I didn't have the knowledge. So you want to have those things. Now, once you do the name search, then get you a virtual address. There are a number of companies that you can go with. I use Opius. The reason why I use Opius is because it's a standalone business. So you want to do something like that. Who wants to put their physical home address on the bottom of documentation? Your address is listed with the Secretary of State. When they Google your business, they'll see your home address. That's one of the most scariest things, but people don't tell you that. They're just like, oh, go get an LLC. But that's your home address that's listed that anybody can see. It's about protecting your privacy. So you definitely want to get you a virtual business office address. They got Opius, they have Regis. There's a number of companies, but you want to do research on the company because some companies are red flag companies. So if it's too cheap to be real, don't go with it. I use Opius. It costs me $109 a month, and I have 4 different businesses. But it's an investment that'll help you. Next, once you get the virtual address, then go on to getting your actual business email address. Your business email address is not mine says Misha at Future Millionaires Consultant. That's my business email address. Don't get anything with the name of your business at Gmail, at Yahoo, at AOL. Those are not business emails. It doesn't look professional to a vendor, to a funding company, to grant companies, organizations when they look at those things. Those definitely play a part. Also, having a business phone number is definitely important. You have to have a business phone number. Without a business phone number, no company is going to take you serious. And I don't mean adding another phone number onto your actual business. And I mean personal phone numbers. Don't add another line because that's not considered a business phone number. Get a 1-800 number. Now you can get a business cell phone number and they can Google it and your business will show up. For example, I have a 1-800 number, but I have a personal cell phone that's under my business also. Then, once you have those things aligned, go back to the Secretary of State and then apply for your LLC. Once you've applied for the LLC, lately no states are taking months to do it. It should come back to you really quickly, pretty quickly. Now, if you've done the name search, then you shouldn't have an issue with your state with the name because you did the name search. That's the first step. It's doing the name search. From there, once your LLC comes back, you want to go ahead to the IRS.gov and get your EIN number. I know you guys hear a lot of the times, oh, go ahead and get your EIN number first. No, it's not the correct thing to do. You should be definitely getting your LLC first and then get your EIN number. Once you get your EIN number, then it's time to go and execute. You also need to, if you're trying to build business credit, you need to get your DUNS number, which is through Duns and Bradstreet. So you definitely want to get those things first before you start building business credit. Most people will tell you, oh, get your EIN. Charmaine, you're right. A lot of people teach that and tell people that, but that's not the way you should go. And the reason why I say tell people get their virtual addresses and things first, because those are the things that are needed. Where if you put who wants to really have their home address listed where anybody can Google your home address and they see where you live. We don't know everybody we do business with. I've learned all money ain't good money. All people ain't good for you. So at the end of the day, protect your children, protect your peace, and protect your home. So don't think when people tell you, and also a lot of vendors and funding companies do a lot of research. And if they Google, even I've seen gas card vendors do that. And they actually go and start researching. So once they go and research and Google your address and they see it's a home, they can decline that application. So you actually want to have those things in order before you start building business credit. You want to have your virtual address, your business email, your business phone numbers if you want it to make it look professional. Then you go to the Secretary of State. From going to the Secretary of State, then you get your EIN number. Once you've gotten your EIN number, then go get your DUNS number. But one thing you need to know also is your industry codes. Make sure if you're in a high industry business, you're not using high industry codes. That can also cause you to be declined for a lot of things. So those are things that you need to know. But also list your business. Don't make it so that just because you got an LLC and you got it structured, you got to list it also. List your business on Google. List yourself on 411. List yourself on Yelp. These are important things that you need as an entrepreneur. Don't look at this as just a hobby where you're getting an LLC and you're not protecting yourself. Make sure you're doing everything that's right. Industry codes. If you need assistance with it, reach out to me. I'm here to help. Nobody's services is free. If you need for me to do it for you to make sure it's done correctly, I can. Don't just start a business if you're not willing to fund it. Everybody wants the business. Everybody wants the money. But are you really willing to invest in yourself? That's the way to start the business. When I see people and I see these Gmail addresses running around, no entrepreneur should be using a Gmail email. Domain emails do not cost a lot at all. Everybody should have one by now. If you're an entrepreneur, you definitely should have one. Don't sell yourself short. Also, once you've set up Dun & Bradstreet, make sure you have you a landing page. A landing page is going to be, Charmaine just told you, a domain email is $6 a month. We eat more than $6 a month. Stop selling yourself short. Also, you want to have an email or a landing page that's going to be so important as an entrepreneur. You want to have these things because vendors look at this when you're building business credit. And there's a difference when you build in business credit. You have business credit and you have corporate business credit. So knowing these things and the difference is important. But that structure is definitely going to be the key to success. When you're wanting to get funded, if you're not structured correctly, they're going to deny your application. So these little things that you think are little, even if you start with a landing page or something through Shopify, Wix, you create it on your own, make it look professional. And I'm just telling you these things that people may come in and they may not watch it, but these are things that are going to help you. And you're going to come back later and say these things that Misha said make sense. If you need assistance with me helping you to get to that point, my website is listed below. www.futuremillionairesconsultant.com. Facebook, follow me. FM Consultant Instagram, FM Consultant LLC, and I'm on LinkedIn, TikTok, YouTube. All of these things I had to change for myself. And I'm telling you guys, I've been a walking testimony for myself, business, personal. But I ain't coming to play no games no more. I'm investing into myself. As a mentor, I teach you these things. I teach you how to level and get yourself to the next level. But it starts with the formation. If you need help, let me know. I'm here to assist you. I ain't trying to bash nobody or make you feel bad. I'm telling you things that you need as a entrepreneur. Nobody wants to walk around with a half structured business. If you don't have it now, set a budget for yourself. I'm going to do these things because if you do, your business will go a long way. I did this call tonight and the show was geared towards it. I won't go the full hour because I wanted to give you. If anybody has any questions about formation, now the floor is open to you. Any questions? No question is a dumb question. Invest into you. Invest into your brand. It takes time, but also remember, it takes money to make money. I opened up this platform tonight for questions, concerns with your brand. After this point, I don't know what to say. But if you need me, www.futuremillionairesconsultant.com. I look forward to helping a lot of you. And I also wanted to tell a lot of you guys grants, they're requiring business structure. Formation is important with them now. I've been sitting on a lot of calls. Tonight, I have a call with the client. They reached out to her about a grant. And she wanted to talk to me to see what she making sure she's on the same path to get funding. You guys, is a lot of funding out here for you. You have to have business and make sure you have a business plan. A business plan is just like a person walking around with a social. A lot of people will get to know your business. And if you don't know how to write it, do not listen to people. Get someone to write it for you that's a professional. If you need help with that, don't just go around without a bit. Every business owner that I know should have a business plan. It's an important part of your brand. So, y'all, make sure you're doing what you want to do to see you grow, no matter who believes in you and who doesn't. I'm here to assist you guys, but it takes you to be ready for it. So think about it tonight. Is this a hobby or is this a business? I gave you the gems for it tonight, what you need. A lot of people don't even have their unique identifier number through SAMS.gov. That's how you can apply for federal grants and you can also apply for bidding for contracts. I don't know how deep some people want to go within their business, but these are things that you should have within your business. I just gave you the gems. So at this point, utilize them. I'm going to leave it open for another 2 minutes. If you got questions, ask your questions, drop some questions. Charmaine, you right about everything that you're saying. Don't get that EIN number first. Get the business structure and get your Secretary of State, your LLC first. And then you get everything else. Whoever else is on the call, actually go ahead and drop some questions because if not, I've done my part with tonight's show. So we'll pick back up next week. We'll definitely have some good things. We'll be talking about taxes. So anybody got any questions? Once again, name search, virtual address, business email, business phone numbers. So if you have any questions, drop them now or forever hold your peace. Like, I'm giving y'all the opportunity, and y'all know how I am. I usually don't do this, but I said I see too much going on with the Gmails and with all of those things. So I want to give y'all the help that y'all need, but you got to want it yourself. So I just dropped you the free gems for it. And now it's all up to you. Do you really want it? Or are you just here to just scope out and see what people doing? It's like, it's definitely important. So ask questions now. You can ask whatever you want now, because I said I was going to do this for 30 minutes. Like, you can ask whatever it is that you want to ask. I'm not holding you. So I see people watching. Ask your questions. I was talking about business formation, and I know I have a lot of entrepreneurs on here. It could be a question within business credit, within your scope, or you're struggling with something. Ask it now, because that's what I allowed this time for tonight, to help you get ahead. And a lot of people got to understand that the only way to get to that point is asking questions. And if you don't know, then ask somebody. And tonight I'm leaving a platform for you guys to ask questions. I notice I could tell who's serious about their business and who's not. Because if you're serious about your business, you'll be on this call and you'll ask questions, you'll comment, you just wouldn't be watching. And that's where we come into issues with people just watching and they don't say anything, they just there. We got to do better, y'all. We really do. We got to do better as entrepreneurs. Asking if we don't know, talking, getting with people that know, getting the support, getting a mentor, getting all these things that we need. But it starts, if your business is not formatted and the formation is incorrect, how can you move forward to help it grow? Hey, Amber, how are you? Welcome. Thanks for joining. So you definitely want to know how important your structure is. If your structure is not important to you, then I don't know what to tell you. I know what's important to me, and I know where I'm wanting to go. It's so many places, like you got Square, you got all these different places that'll offer you funding, capital funding. It's about you utilizing it. It's about the structure. If you don't have the structure in order, I mean, I don't know what else to tell you at this point, because at this point it's like it's a hobby for you, and that's what I'm about. People are going to start looking at you as if it's a hobby. So since some of y'all don't have any questions, y'all jumped in, jumped out. I don't know what y'all was doing, but I'm out because I did my part. Like, share, subscribe. I need some more YouTubers to come and share and subscribe. My YouTube channel is FM Consultant LLC. Follow me. Check out my website, www.futuremillionairesconsulting.com. My Facebook for my business is FM Consultant. Instagram, fmconsulting.com. LinkedIn, I'm under FM Consultant LLC. TikTok, I'm under FM Consultant LLC, and the same under YouTube. Y'all have an amazing night. I just dropped y'all some gems. Share this show. Tell a friend that may need help. Don't save it to yourself. Share it. For the ones that missed it, here's the replay for you. I'm going to leave it up, but y'all have an amazing night.